All right, let's dive right in. Have you ever wondered if there's like a VIP list for the afterlife? Well, it turns out we're about to explore a nearly 2,000-year-old Buddhist text that lays out exactly that. A super fascinating, tiered system for getting reborn into a realm of pure bliss. Because as we're going to see, it's not just about if you get in, it's about how you arrive. But first, just take a second and think about it. If you were to imagine the perfect existence after this one, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Is it a place of just total, uninterrupted peace? Infinite knowledge? Ultimate freedom? You know, it's a question that has been at the very heart of spiritual traditions for millennia.
So, the destination we're talking about today is called the Western Pure Land. According to Mahāyāna Buddhist scripture, it's a realm of pure bliss. But it's not just a paradise for kicking back. It was specifically designed for one purpose: to be the perfect environment for you to achieve enlightenment. It's a place where you're finally free from all the daily struggles and suffering that can really hold you back here.
So, here's our game plan for this little journey. We'll start by wrapping our heads around this celestial hierarchy. Then, we're going to explore the 3 top-tier paths, one based on sincerity, one on understanding, and one on pure faith. And finally, we'll pull it all together, compare them, and see what it all really means. Okay, first things first. The source text for all of this, the Contemplation Sutra, describes not just one way in, but 9 distinct grades or levels of rebirth. And this is a huge deal. It suggests that your whole arrival experience and what happens right after is directly tied to your spiritual practice and your mindset while you were here. Now, while there are 9 grades in total, today we're going to zero in on the top 3, what they call the upper grade births. You can basically think of these as the first-class tickets, the real VIP packages for this celestial journey. And while each one is incredible, they have some really key differences. Let's start at the absolute peak, the highest of the high grades. This path is for the spiritual heavyweights, the people with just total, unshakable dedication. Practitioners whose every single action, thought, and vow is just laser-focused on this one goal. So what does it take to walk this path? Well, the text is very specific. First, you've got to cultivate what it calls the 3 minds. And this isn't just a casual thought. We're talking about a deep, heartfelt sincerity, an unshakable belief in the whole thing, and a conscious choice to dedicate every good thing you do towards this rebirth. Then, you combine that powerful mindset with virtuous actions and super-focused practice. It is a truly all-in approach. And the reward for all that hard work? An absolutely spectacular welcome. I mean, get this. The text says, Amitābha Buddha himself, along with this huge entourage of enlightened beings, shows up right in front of you on a golden diamond platform, a vehicle that symbolizes indestructible virtue, to personally escort you. Talk about a welcome party. But what's really wild about this top tier is the speed. The journey is described as taking the snap of a finger. You arrive and boom, you immediately see the Buddha and you get it. You grasp the ultimate nature of reality. Your spiritual growth isn't just fast, it's instantaneous. It's exponential. Okay, let's move to the next tier down, the middle path of the upper grade. This path is for a different kind of person. This is for someone whose great strength isn't just in intense ritual, but in profound wisdom and deep understanding. You see, the focus here shifts from doing to knowing. The key is to truly understand the core teachings on a really deep level, so much so that your conviction is just rock solid. This means having a firm belief in cause and effect, in karma, and of course upholding the integrity of the path. It's really all about intellectual and intuitive clarity. And the greeting you get reflects this perfectly. Amitābha Buddha appears on what's called a purple gold platform, and his words are just so encouraging, directly acknowledging your wisdom. He calls you Dharma child, recognizing your deep personal connection to the truth. It's beautiful. Now, the timeline for this journey is still incredibly fast, but it's a little more gradual than the highest path. Your journey starts inside a lotus, and it blooms after one night. Then, after 7 days, you hit a massive spiritual milestone, a stage where you literally can't slide backward in your progress. Full awakening, though, takes one small kalpa, which is an unimaginably vast period of cosmic time, like an eon. So your progress is absolutely guaranteed, it just unfolds over a much longer scale. And now for the third of these upper tier paths. This one is so fascinating because its main requirement is something that is accessible to absolutely everyone, no matter how busy they are or how much they've studied. And that thing is pure, unshakable faith. So what does it take? The foundation is the same. Believe in cause and effect and respect the teachings. But the real engine driving this path is generating the Bodhi mind. And this is way more than just a simple wish. It's a profound, sincere aspiration to become enlightened not just for yourself, but for the sake of all living beings. It's the sheer power and purity of that selfless intention that gets you this ticket.
The welcome here is unique, too. Amitābha Buddha arrives with a whole retinue of 500 transformed Buddhas. They show up with a golden lotus flower and praise your pure intention, the very aspiration that got you there in the first place.
Following this path, your lotus opens up after a day and a night. You get to see the Buddha after 7 days, even though your perception is still getting clearer. And your major spiritual breakthrough, reaching a stage of profound joy and insight, takes 3 small kalpas. It's still an absolutely incredible outcome, just on a longer timeline than the others.
Okay, so we've looked at 3 incredible, really distinct paths to the same place. Now let's put them all together and see how they stack up side by side. This is where the patterns really start to jump out at you.
This table just lays out the core differences so beautifully. You can see this clear connection, right? The more intense the requirement, from sincere practice down to pure aspiration, the quicker the result. The vehicle you arrive in also changes, from that indestructible diamond platform for the highest path to the potential-filled golden lotus for the aspirant. And just look at the time it takes to see the Buddha. It goes from immediately to after 1 night to after 7 days. It's a crystal clear hierarchy of arrival.
And you know, the symbolism of those welcoming vehicles alone tells such a powerful story. That diamond platform for the highest path, it signifies something that's already perfected, unbreakable. But the golden lotus flower for the aspirant's path, well, that signifies a seed of incredible potential. It's a purity that is just about to burst open and bloom into its full glory. So, after laying it all out, we're left with a really profound question. This ancient text isn't just some celestial travel guide. It seems to be making a deep, deep point about the very nature of spiritual progress. It suggests that intense action, profound understanding, and pure, simple faith are all valid. They are all powerful, and they are all celebrated ways to get to the exact same ultimate destination. The only real difference is the nature of your journey once you finally arrive.